Play of The Last of Us Part 2. Today I'm going to be doing the attack on Scar Island. So, Scar Island under attack is what I have it under. And basically, I think I've covered this before in a live stream, but I'm going to do it again because I'm a big fan of The Last of Us Part 2. I'm a big fan of The Last of Us Part 1, but the second game really doubles down on the gameplay, like I said in previous videos. But it really does, and Abby is just so so fun to play as. Anyway, once we get to Lev's house, the war more or less starts to begin, where the wolves and Seraphites have to attack, they have to fight one another. The Scars and the wolves. Anyway, the mother, you'll see, she went crazy on Lev, and Game had a great story, but not as good as the first one, but it got such a good story and doubles down on the gameplay that makes it such a good game. And if it's the one thing that surpasses the first game, it's gotta be its gameplay.
She started chasing me.
Anyway, get ready because we're gonna be hooking back up with Lev again. Linking back up with him because he's kind of like our right-hand man. I always looked at him as like the Ellie. It's actually a girl, believe it or not. Lev is a girl, but identifies as a boy, so I'll respect it. But yeah, Lev is kind of like the little kid, like Ellie was to Joel. That is Lev. That's what Lev is to Abby. Again, another reason why I loved Abby so much is because she's just an improvement all around on Ellie. Now, this could be debatable or debated with some people, but I really do feel that Abby, they did the best in their ability to sort of upgrade Ellie by giving you a stronger character. With some drawbacks, of course, to make sacrifices just to keep it even. But like, I've went over a lot of the differences that she has in her core build. Holding breath is a part of her core build, which is really good at aiming. She could produce ammo by crafting. She doesn't get access to Molotovs, but she does get access to incendiary shells, which are probably better than Molotovs.
There are lots of boats in Haven.
And she gets a flamethrower that you really can't upgrade, which is a shame because it has a shit ton of weapon spray.
How far's Haven?
Still useful though if you're going to use it for a brief period of time, like I've said. If you're just going to use it for a brief moment, just to set enemies afire, a flame, that's useful. Then switching out a different weapon. Maybe to make this more effective. The infected are weak to fire because it sort of eats away at their armor, and while they're aflame, you could easily just go to town with a normal weapon like a military pistol and still get past their armor.
Everyone's left to fight the
In other words, regular damage becomes armor piercing. Any kind of damage becomes piercing damage while they're flamed, or while they're set aflame. I think even afterwards their armor is definitely weakened. Go, we can, because we need a lot of explosives. That's the thing. I don't even know if we're going to be able to find all those explosives. All I know is I want to grab improved health kits. Something that's really important to me. Ellie does get the final set piece though, so even if Abby is a little bit stronger, once she gets the SMG, Ellie that is, that's a really good weapon that shoots five rounds and holds about, I don't know how much it holds, I forgot, but just shoots 5 rounds in a shot. It's a silent machine gun, so it could take a few rounds here or there, here or there. I don't know how much it's gonna take. Could take usually it takes like 15 bullets to kill somebody, which is insane, but true. Unless you go for a headshot. Personally, with the SMG, you should probably go for like leg shots or appendages to try to get them to become one of the other status elements, crippled. Crippling an enemy is very useful. Crippling enemy is one of those status effects that could be dealt by shooting a weapon that's strong enough to break their appendage below. Generally their legs. Leg shots, as I call them. You'll see on the reticle when you get a fucking appendage breaker shot. Wait. I don't want to forget anything. There are things everywhere, and they put them all over the place, so it's very easy to forget shit. But there are going to be a lot of wolves, obviously. Since this is the attack of... Well, this is Scar Island being, you know, Scar Island is under attack by wolves, WLFs, so... Shit tons of wolves are attacking the island right now, and we're gonna be a part of that mess sooner or later, obviously, since, I mean, they are ex-Scars, and, well, she's an ex-wolf, so we're inevitably going to get involved in this war, or attack, or whatever it is, which Isaac makes it sound like he's using his biggest force as possible, his most strongest force, and he's sending them out in numbers, couple of waves, leading different waves, so therefore, like D-Day, he's using the storm as a cover front, but they're doing something similar to D-Day. They're sending multiple forces.
Abby, this way.
Not all of them, but a lot of them. And they're going to attack the mainland, the island, and just get rid of all the Scars altogether. That's their plan. To get their best soldiers, lead multiple forces, and send as many as they can to get rid of Scars altogether, to end it. So that would mean that, yeah. I'd look around though, because I'm sure there's plenty of shit to grab. So if it's not explosives or spare parts, even spare parts at this point, I mean, you should pretty much have everything you need if you hadn't been collecting. But if you had been collecting, then you should be fine. Let's see. I mean, I guess, you know, you can go through the game without upgrading shit, but...
Can we get away from these guys? Yeah. We're going to...
I just wish the flamethrower had upgrades.
The alley across the street.
Like, for example, maybe stability would be one of them. I would say stability should have been one of them, and maybe damage. Do more damage with it, and stability. Didn't have to have a lot of upgrades. Yeah, that's what we really needed, because I'll tell you, pipe bombs are very important. You know what they do. Know what they're all about. So, and with the increased radius, you'd be a fool not to create three massive damaged throwable bombs. These things are insanely good. Not only do they stun an enemy, but they also blow the fuck up, dishing out massive explosive damage, which generally cripples enemies. Even if it doesn't kill them, it's going to cripple them, because it'll probably blow up their appendages, making them so easy to get either head kills or just strikes. Wait, isn't there a quarter? Pretty sure there's a quarter, like, somewhere around here. I see it. Arkansas. 2000 print. Apparently one more thing over here too. I'll grab it. I don't know what it is though. Grab it. Oh, good, spare parts. Those are always helpful if you're trying to get the most out of the game as possible. Me, I'm trying to practice for grounded mode, if I'm being honest. Because grounded mode, any of the difficulties in grounded mode are going to be really, really tough. And I died once on the Rat King. just once this time. This current playthrough, but overall it went pretty smooth. It's a good way to take it out, generally speaking, with doing an even amount of damage to both the bloater and the stalker while you press forward. And that to me seems to be in the beginning in phase 1, when they're stuck together and they're conjoined. I'd probably stick to using pipe bombs. As many pipe bombs as possible, and you know, some gunshots, maybe with the sniper rifle, but I would try to stick to just using pipe bombs and your RFK with obviously burst mode on to save you time. Do that for a little while until it finally falls apart, or once it gets close to falling apart, and then immediately switch over to, like, after you've thrown a couple of pipe bombs and then used some, you know, some hits with the RFK, once you know it's really starting to get weak, you could then switch to fire ammunition. Once you feel comfortable enough that it's going to fall apart, because this will lead you into phase 3. It'll already be lit ablaze, and you might want to just finish up your blaze rounds, and then once it is set afire, once it's aflamed, switch over to your hunter's pistol, and you can pretty much finish it off. Once it's aflamed, you don't have to do too much moving. You don't want to do too much moving in phase 2, because in phase 2, the stalker is going to impede you, and that's what's going to end up killing you. Phase 2, you really just want to concentrate on finishing this thing off, and the only way, or best way to do so, depending on how much damage you did while they were conjoined, if you use predominantly pipe bombs, then most likely most of the damage is going to be dealt to both of them evenly. But if you've also used the burst on this thing, a couple of shots of that, then obviously the other one is going to take a little bit more damage than the stalker. Because I'll tell you, if you don't do any damage to the stalker, the third phase is going to be quite drawn out than it needs to be. Meaning it's going to take a lot of ammunition to take it down. Nonetheless, if you stick to using pipe bombs and sprays from the RFK on the bloater during phase 1, this will bring you into phase 2. Usually, I would generally try to switch over to the shotgun at the end of phase 1, and then bring you into phase 2, where the stalker then gets released. In which case, you don't really, like I said, you don't want to move around too much. You just want to find an area to loop-de-loop the bloater without you or him grabbing you, I should say, because he could easily grab you. You have to try to effectively loop-de-loop him around so he doesn't get you, which there is actually a good spot to do this, and there's plenty of room for you to move around so long as you allowed him to do such a thing. You really don't want to be moving around too much. You want to get rid of him at that point. And that's why you want to do a lot of damage to specifically him, but also to the conjoined twin and him as well. And that's where pipe bombs come in. But to get rid of him fast in phase 2, that's where the fire comes in towards the end of phase 1. Because then you'll just keep on going with your incendiary rounds until you got nothing left. And then, like I said, to finish him off, you'll probably use hunting pistol because it's so powerful. And it has no armor at that point. Well, its armor is greatly reduced from the fire. The more I played the Rat King, the more I realized that there are many ways to go about it. And there are effective means. One of the most effective means is to effectively damage both of them quite a bit. And, you know, crowd control, keeping them in crowd control. Alright, we have a cutscene. Because pipe bombs are good for crowd control. Something you'll probably want to have. Just because the Rat King in general is... he's not that slow. I mean, it could easily catch you. And when it gets weak, it starts to release a lot of spores, too. A lot more. It releases pustules, like a bloater does. And as it gets weak, it continues to release more and more of them. Or if you're too close to it, which is a problem during the final phase. Well, not the final phase, the second phase. And when you get to the third phase, That's the stalker.
He saved my life.
Move out of the way. We'll deal with you back home.
He's not one of them, please.
Abby, move.
God damn it, he's just a kid.
Anyway, yeah, this is the official attack on Scar Island
Get away from that Scar.
by Isaac and his forces.
One.
Really gonna shoot me?
Somebody on their end, on the wolves' end, protects Abby. Watch. Somebody, one of the wolves, try to protect Abby. Like, see? Somebody did that. It wasn't Yara. Yara was dead. Was it? Definitely wasn't Yara. Yara was dead and only has one hand. She couldn't have did it. It had to have been one of the wolves. That was like, no, I'm not gonna let Isaac kill Abby.
Look, we need to move.
I think it was one of the wolves that did that. I like the scene though.
Come on. Those were your fucking people.
You're my people, right? You're my people.
We're gonna have to fight to get out of this, okay? And then I need you to show us to those boats.
Anyway, sorry about talking about the Rat King. He's just a spectacle of an encounter. It could take a lot of skill to understand how to get through all three phases effectively. Which, of course, we all know the second phase is the hardest, but for those who aren't familiar with the fight, the first phase, or even the chase, which is the pre-phase, that's just the opening. Technically, that's phase 1, but we really don't count that as phase at all. It's really just a chase. But people can die on the chase. I've died on the chase. When you really don't know where you're going, and you don't have the lighting right, can be a problem. But I'll tell you, her double barrel shotgun with the damage upgrade, really, it's a huge improvement over the pump shotgun. And that's only because if you get the reload speed and the damage, it becomes just as powerful as the pump shotgun, while still being able to dish out very heavy close range damage. And since it can only hold 2 in the barrel, the reload speed will help. The fact of the matter is, though, you could swap ammo on it, and that's what makes it so unique and useful. Because not only does it actually carry more ammunition than the pump shotgun, because the pump shotgun can only hold up to 8, I think. It was only able to hold up to 8, and it was able to carry, I think, 6, something like that. Or maybe it was able to carry all 8, I don't remember. Not 100% sure. I just know that it was able to load a lot more bullets. But it's not really a big deal, because with the reload time on the pump shotgun, you should be able to either 1 to 2 shot anything by the time it gets to you. That's how shotguns usually work. Take and burst off. I don't think we need it. Would like to see what we could get in here, though. Aim stability increase. Again, that's something very much... It's very secured in Abby's tree, you know? Abby's tree focuses a lot on, you know, aiming and close quarters type abilities, like momentum, melee upgrade plus, since she gets, well, momentum, of course, but also, where is it? See, improved melee weapon upgrades, which I consider to be one peg above melee upgrades that Ellie learns in her, you know, because Ellie learns in her skill tree, in one of her branches, she learns melee upgrades. But Abby, on the other hand, starts off with melee upgrades and then eventually will obtain momentum and melee upgrades plus, or improved melee upgrades. Again, just showing how much better that Abby actually is in most respects. She's a little bit stronger. With some sacrifices, like not being able to carry Molotovs. But does it really matter? I mean, she's able to carry a lot of other things. Like, Molotovs are great, but you can only make one Molotov at a time. until much later on, and at least with the pipe bombs, you're getting throwable explosives. I've gone over this so many times. Only use pipe bombs when you really need them, of course, because she has a lot of good weapons at her disposal. Weapons of which she could make ammunition. It's just that blades become of importance, as well as things like alcohol and, of course, explosives become ever more important. Like, important is an understatement. You'll never really have explosives on you. Hardly ever. Like, if I were able to get some explosives right now, I'd probably make hunting pistol ammo. But I would need explosives to do so. Are we going out this way? I'm not really sure. Yeah, we gotta fight fucking scars.
Shit!
Alright, we got another one. Alright, we got a few enemies coming up. Get down low. We gotta try to be as stealthy as possible, but it's not gonna be easy. I see one over there, but I don't wanna... Alright, we got him. Don't want to use a flashlight because I don't want to ruin my cover. I really don't know how much cover there is here anyway, to be honest.
Lost them. Don't let them escape.
This fucking, this set piece, this encounter for the set piece is very tricky. The cover here is very tricky. Because you can't really do full, prone, because you'll go into the water if you do.
God damn it!
You hear where that scar kid?
Oh no!
Holy shit! You better start running. Nice try.
We got one more. One more. Got her. I don't know, let's stick with it. Alright, I think we're good. That's an axe, no thanks. I wanted to take advantage of momentum because that would have been perfect for this area. Taking advantage of momentum. I think I was able to take advantage of it once. When we're in tight quarters like this and there's tons of fucking units. Yeah. Definitely use that
I'll
momentum.
keep eyes.
There's tons of stuff we could loot, and we could put our light on now. So important to get a feel for the area that you're fighting in. Whether it be open quarters, the type of cover you're dealing with. Like, the environment is always important. Because some environments you can't go completely prone, or else you'll lose your breath. Although it's helpful to go completely prone, but in this, not so doable. But it's also helpful to conceal yourself underwater for the brief period of time that you do. I don't even know when we're going to the next, what do you call it? The next workbench. I'm not sure when that is. Alright, no sense in carrying this. We don't have any, so I'll just go to this. Got some stuff back here. Let's loot it. And hold on, if we can make a new one, I'll do it. I lost it though, unfortunately. Wasn't it like right over here? Here it is. Yeah, if I can upgrade it, I will do so, because it just makes sense to do such, obviously. This one only had 3 more hits on it until it broke, so let's go with this one, which has a full 8 hits. It's only logical. Alright, I think we're done here. There's a way to get upstairs, too. We didn't go upstairs for this. I mean, you can, but is it even worth it to go upstairs? Let's see. Is there anything up here? Something down there. Alright. We're done here. Only to hop on a horse and get into a real deal crazy encounter with tons of enemies. It just gets crazy. Good, a scissor. Don't need a hint, I got it. What? Oh, lead pipe? No, thank you. I got the machete. The best thing you could possibly have is the machete. Alright, let's open the door.
Cover me.
Yeah.
I got it. Go.
Alright, so the horse is gonna be one of those, like,
Abby.
mobile segments. You know, one of those segments where it's like a set piece where we're on the move, and you have to sort of just shoot enemies as you go.
Radio station up ahead.
Kind of like when we were talking to Mel, and we got ambushed by Scars. Or the time when we had to fend off all the wolves during the Hillcrest segment. Some segments, like I said, some set pieces are done mobile, while like on a car or something like that, while driving or moving. Not many, but there are a few. Generally, they are connected to bigger encounters. You know what I mean? The mobile set pieces, the ones where you're moving and you have to kill enemies while in a car. It's kind of like one of those. You don't really have to kill any specific enemy, so it's not really like anything major. It just brings us to the battlefield. Before such, we have a workbench. I was like, I knew there'd be a workbench coming up somewhere, but where? I didn't know. Bingo, bango, 8 of them. That's what I wanted. That's good. Now, let me see, how many spare parts do I have? 101. Pretty good.
What have I got?
I mean, at this rate, A scope is just so much, though, you know? I feel like, why a scope? If I was gonna get a scope for anything, I don't think I'm gonna go for a scope. I'm gonna go for fire rate with the military pistol. Because all scopes are 80, and I don't need a scope. I generally don't use them unless it's for something else. But if the scope is 60, then I'll grab it. But for which one? For the hunting pistol? No, because that's like an automatic killer. For the crossbow. This makes more sense because the crossbow is more reliant on headshots than anything else, and so you could reloot your bolts. It makes the most sense to upgrade it. Whereas giving a hunting pistol a scope is kind of useless if you already got the damage for it, because it's going to kill most things immediately. Left with one spare part, but we're good. Like I'm telling you, this thing would benefit from a scope. Because of, well, two reasons. First reason is the amount of damage it deals. You need to get a headshot in order to get an instant kill. And then the second reason is, well, if you want to get a headshot, obviously, aim is important. If the damage is high enough, then you don't really have to worry too much about aim, because you just shoot the enemy and they'll go down. Like the hunter's pistol. Also, the fact that we can loot hunting pistol ammunition,
On the docks.
as well as not only looting, but crafting as well. You can craft it.
They're all gone, right?
I mean, you can't reloot it, but you could craft it.
On this island.
So, damage and stability seem to be the only ones you really need to grab. Alright, let's get started then. Grabbing anything we can along the way, obviously. I don't think there is much to grab, though, at this point. We don't go to the horse until the end of this segment first.
The stone bridges.
Okay. Follow my lead.
This is gonna be rough. I'm gonna shut the light off. See what I mean? Not long enough. That's what I wanted to do originally, but I couldn't. Lucky! Shouldn't be too bad, we got this. They can't see.
They're killing each
I couldn't see. It's too dark. But hopefully we could loot some items back. Trying to take it slow. Thank God. That's what I love about the arrows, the bolts. Bolts are a little bit more durable than arrows, so they could usually be relooted. See? Alright. There's an enemy over here. There are a few enemies over here. Rough. God, it's a nasty shit show, son. Look at all this. We're not gonna get momentum. That's why you don't need, yeah. That's why you don't need it. Why you don't need the, scope. Because it's so powerful, the hunting pistol, that you're really gonna need a scope for it. They're waiting for me. We got one more. Clean headshots, baby!
I don't see anybody.
That I want.
Let your guard down.
Still wasted a good amount of pipe bombs. We're gonna need explosives. Definitely gonna need some explosives. If we can get some. Won't be easy. I wouldn't imagine. But ammunition, on the other hand, that could be easy to get. Ah, I kind of fucked up that pipe, those pipe bomb usages. Wasn't the best. Yeah, I know the mayor, but I want to loot what I can first before we leave. There's probably a patch in here I could use. Figures. Take a burst. They don't need burst right now. There's tons of stuff to grab, like weapons. Yep. That's why I want to grab everything I can. It's a shame though that I need explosives. That sucks. I have 2 pipe bombs, I have to make them count. Or I could go back to... No, I can't. That's too bad. I mean, we're low to the bear, obviously. There's some explosives, but we need more than just that. Alright, we're ready to go. Yeah, we're all set. We only have 2 pipe bombs, so let's not waste them. That would be a terrible thing to waste. Like I just did before, that was so stupid of me. Accidental, stupid. Alright, this is the segment. The mobile segment.
Come on. You know how to ride? More or less. Hang on. Ha!
Just keep your eyes on the scars while keeping your eyes on the road. Try to keep your eyes predominantly on the road, and then aim.
Here we go. Get ready.
If they get on, attack, and yeah, use your action button. Your main objective here is just to get through this.
Damn it. Abby.
Keep your eye on the road. Or whatever. Keep your eye on the prize. Because the horse is gonna let us.
I don't know.
He's gonna drop us off in a second,
Boats are there.
so to speak.
Fuck it. Nothing is stopping us.
Nothing is
We still got a big field to cross with a bunch of scars.
Get away from us! Hang on, we're going through!
Alright.
Which way to the docks? Up and over the hill.
Alright, now I think we're in the clear. We just have to get through this.
Abby, Ryder! Oh God!
Oh! Yep. Alright, the horse got spooked and he just dropped us off. Now we're gonna have to get through this on our own. And with the low resource count of whatever we have, oh, we gotta heal up. But we're gonna need as many first aid kits as possible, so let's keep them stocked at least.
Right there. The docks.
That's where we have to go, but not without a boss encounter first.
Abby, this way.
Pretty big boss encounter against a Scar. A Scar brute. Similar to one of our earlier boss encounters in the forest. We've got another one.
Come on.
Seems like Abby gets all the boss encounters until much later on, where Ellie gets to finally get a boss encounter later on. As well, Ellie is one of the bosses. Oh my god, this is so nasty. Just like entering the total shit. This is crazy, son. Okay. Telling you, there's a lot of stuff to loot. Thank God for that. This is... We got a lot of noise to cover us, so we don't have to worry about being quiet. That's not too much of an issue. Shouldn't be. So, I'm gonna put this away. Wait, wrong thing, sorry. There we go. What was that?
She will save us.
She will save us? Not for long. I'm not gonna swap. Just trying to grab what I can. A lot of enemies were already killed here. But there are these snipers that are like over on this side. They're a pain in the ass. Real pain in the ass, no joke. So be careful with the snipers. Scar snipers, that is. We'll have to use hunting ammunition. Of course, more scars. Let the snipers kill them though. Snipers will definitely kill them. They throw Molotovs and all that shit. The snipers. I really should have just let the assholes take care of them, but the wolves. Oh, nice. Very good. Ammunition all over the place, so gotta worry too much about that. I'm more worried about the snipers over here. Because we have to get rid of them and they throw Molotovs and all that kind of shit. Bingo, baby! That's what I love about the Hunter's pistol, is it's got such good range. Its range is insane. That's how you take care of those stupid, damn, whatever you call them, snipers. Because those snipers are ready. Once you get rid of them, though, we're in good shape. Well, I mean, you're never really in good shape in a war zone, but those enemies are integral to take out. There's another one. Alright, so there's one more to go.
Don't let anyone escape.
See what I mean? Are you really after me right now?
Watch that scar kid!
I don't know what I was thinking there. I was gonna try to get the strike. I don't know if they took down the. I'm not sure if they took down the sniper or not. There was one more that throws out Molotovs. Oh, looks like they got him. Good. I think we're in the clear, meaning we got all the enemies we needed to take care of. So we should reload, stock up. Yo, what's going on, Charlie? How's it going, brother? I mean, for me, same shit, you know, just trying to practice for grounded. I mean, if I'm gonna do grounded mode, I'm not thinking, I mean, I don't want to do the permadeath mode because who the fuck wants to start, like, all the way at the beginning from, like, one stupid death, you know? But grounded mode, I'm gonna give that a go. Last time I did the Rat King, which is a pain in the ass, I was able to get him in only one death, which is, but it wasn't that bad. He accidentally grabbed me, you know, sometimes accidents happen. Yeah. Try to loop-de-loop the Rat King on the last phase, so that you don't run into the Stalker, because he impedes you and fucks you up. But Rat King is all about just throwing pipe bombs, and, you know, just getting a couple of shots in, and then at the final phase, put that motherfucker on fire, and then hunting pistol away. Probably takes you like 2 shots, you'll kill it. But sometimes he does grab you when you're going around in circles with him. But damn, I'll tell you, there's so many times at the Rat King that I found out he could open this up, open that up. I mean, they could crash through so many walls that it gives you so much space, only to realize that space is a problem in the final phase with that stupid Stalker. But thanks, I appreciate it. I try to make the gameplay as good as possible. I mean, you know, I can't control if I die or not, but that's the only problem with the live stream, right? Oh, no worries, yeah. Only problem with the live stream is you can't control when you die. I do know one thing for sure, though. We're coming up against a boss encounter.
Go.
No, it's fine. I haven't died yet. So far, so good. We have a boss encounter coming up, and like, if I don't accidentally die in this burning barn, which is completely falling apart, and yeah, you can accidentally die on this, because Abby's got a bad sense of vertigo.
Come on. Come on.
See? Oh my god. I knew it. That's the problem, is that Abby has a terrible sense of her vertigo. Her vertigo is just so bad.
The supports aren't going to hold. I know.
I'll probably be fine the second time. Hopefully. I always seem to die on the first go, though. It's like, oh, I'm in a burning building. I'm completely overwhelmed, but... yeah, where do we gotta go, man? Not you. I'm saying, Lev, where are we going? Oh, okay. Right in front of my face. I must be blinded. It's gotta be the cataracts. No, I don't have cataracts. Maybe one day I will. Hopefully not, though. Alright, get ready. We got a big-ass boss encounter. Which I like about the second one is that they actually did have some bossy encounters. You know, hand-to-hand combat. Just duking it out. Mike, by the way. And yeah, sorry, I talk a little fast. It's just, you know, it's the way I am. So if you don't understand, I'll try to slow it down a little bit. Oh shit, I didn't even know you could die like that. Now that is pretty cool. I love to watch all the different death scenes, especially ones you haven't seen. Like, I've never seen that death scene, ever. Alright, check this guy out. I usually could do this without dying. But, we'll see how it goes. We're gonna see how this guy goes. It's just like one of those beat-em-up types. Pretty cool one, though. I think so, at least. Let's see, you think I'm gonna die, or am I gonna make it? Final brute. This is the final brute. Oh, I die a lot on this shit. When they throw me down to the ground, I often die on that shit. Yeah, I want to dodge those grab pulls. We're doing pretty good. We're in the second phase now? Probably. Yeah. Nice! Got through both phases. Now we're in the third phase. Imagine this in real life, though. Oh god, it would be fucking terrifying. He blocks a lot in this final phase, man. Gotta get him quick. See that shit? Oh, he went for the grab. The grab is dangerous. The grab is real dangerous. We got him though. We got him past third phase into the final, well, cinematographer, I guess, cinematic, I should say. Cinematic final phase, where you just have to press an action button. But it's pretty sick though, he rips the guy's face off. We're using the scar that he gave himself. Pretty wild. Did pretty good. Now just do the action sequences and we're in. Pull this, yeah, we gotta pull the arrow out. Or we will die. More action. This is crazy. He like, oh my god. The guy's face is like already ripped off. Oh my, it's insane. Wasn't that guy's face like ripped off? We must have ripped it off earlier in the fight. I think we did, yeah. During one of the phase transitions.
Let's find a boat.
Oh my god. Charlie the core, right? No, I was saying in the fight that I just had, his face got ripped off. I'm not saying your face got ripped, no. Oh, we gotta get to a fucking boat. Whoa, we gotta get to a boat. Well, I decided to let people interact with me once people wanted me to do my live streams again. So, I decided to allow messages to be, you know, come on in. Only because it is more interactive this way. What I don't have enabled though is the amount of viewers I have, because that distracts me from doing what I have to do. Knowing how many people are viewing me, oftentimes it's easier for me to not know how many people are viewing me. Because I'm doing it for entertainment anyway, so long as people, you know, view it, even if it's only like 10 people, doesn't matter. You're entertaining others, which is, you know, that's the whole point. Now the next thing coming up is rough. I'm just gonna give you a heads up. I mean, if you want to stick around to see it, it is more or less the ultimate encounter in the game. And can be pretty tough. It's where we have to fight Ellie. I agree. Which one? They're both pretty hot, actually, in my opinion, but...
Here.
Right? I always said, I was like, you know, Abby actually is pretty hot. She's got some muscle, but... honestly, she is hot, yeah. I think she's hot. I'm like, Abby, I don't care what they say, even though they did say she went over the top at the muscle. I agree to somewhat, to an extent, but she is still pretty hot. Like, just look at her with her muscles toned down a little bit. She's actually pretty hot. She's cute. And she doesn't talk like a man. She's got a good voice. I mean, I think Abby, in my opinion, she was a little bit hotter than Ellie. You just had to take a look at her before, you know, all the changes that she went through after losing her father. She started working out excessively. Say again? I didn't really get that. But this is the final encounter of the game, which makes this high stakes encounter. You know, too bad the game didn't have a game over system. This would make permadeath a lot easier. I know, it doesn't have a game over system, it just... Though, let's just put it this way, the reason why I love the second game is because it may have not have topped the first game's story, which is very hard to do. First game had the best story. But this game delivers a good story, not a great story, but it's a good story. Not as, like, what I mean by great, like the first game is great, but gameplay-wise, it doubles down. And I've said it, I was like, you know, The Last of Us Part 2 has a good story, solid story, that holds up with some of the best, and doubles down on its gameplay from the first game that makes it just, you know, it's just so, it's amazing, it's awesome. I mean, it's just straight up amazing. How they double down on the gameplay. You know, it's hard to top a story like The Last of Us, the first one, you know? Especially if you're going to make a sequel. The whole reason why I would say, the main reason why the first game was so good was because of the fact that the outbreak had just started and stuff like that. So it would be very, very tricky to top the first game's story, is what I mean. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, they were able to deliver a good story where I feel like, no offense, but Abby gets most of the best set pieces in the game, I think, in my opinion. The set pieces given to Abby are like the Descent, Ground Zero, the War on the Seraphied Island. I mean, she gets some of the coolest set pieces. I'll admit her set piece of Santa Barbara was kind of shitty, though. I mean, the set piece they gave them was so short and shitty that it was like, God, all you're going to give me is a clicker and a runner? That's it? That's all they get? That's the only encounter they get for that set piece? That's so whack. Ellie gets a good, decent chunk of, you know, combat and encounters, you know, during her set piece in Santa Barbara. Because Santa Barbara is pretty cool to see all these, you know, infected in California. It's so cool. It reminds me of the typical, like, what was it called? Was the name of the movie? Was it Day of the Living Dead? Where they were in California, and it was just so surreal, the final chapter of the game, this game. We can't get in this way. We gotta be creative. You don't have to know to be cool, dude. You're cool with me, and that's all that matters. To be cool, brother. And usually I'm cool with people who are cool with me, so... And I appreciate the support, you know. Any viewers, subscribers, you know, I'm trying to get subscribers, I guess because... Thankfully, I could get a little bit more out of what I do here if I get enough subscribers. But I also don't want to beg people to subscribe, so it's a double-edged sword. I guess you just ask nicely. But it really comes down to them wanting to subscribe or not. I've actually had people subscribe to me and then unsubscribe. You don't have to stay. I'm just, you know, glad to have your company. It was great to have you aboard, Charlie. It's always a pleasure. Now I gotta figure out how to get into this aquarium, which is being a dick right now. I think we have to go out further. I think. But it was good to have you, Charlie. I'll probably stay in live until I finish up Ellie. I mean, I feel you, bro. I mean, trust me, I do. I feel you because I lost a lot. I mean, I'm hanging on by a thread here. I don't have, I lost my job. I lost a lot of my friends after my house fire. I lost my home from the house fire and foreclosure. I lost a lot. I feel you, so do I. I feel the same way sometimes. Anyways, you're gonna walk in and see everything unfold that just happened recently with Ellie, but... I mean, my job is very... Like I said, I don't really have a job, but I'm a content creator, so that is a job, but it's, you know, it's not the highest paying job in the world, so it kind of blows. And I'll be honest, to be a content creator, you're like you're in a room. I feel like I'm in prison sometimes. You're just in one room making content, you know? And it can get very, very tedious and, you know, TikTok? TikTok. I don't know what it means. Then again, I don't know what your predominant language is, or, you know, I don't know. I just know you seem like a pretty chill person who seems to have some stuff in common with me, because if you've lost a lot, you said you've lost everything, well, you're talking to a guy who's kind of in a similar situation. Oh no, yeah, I know. That's what I figured. I figured you probably speak a different language predominantly, right? Like at home and stuff like that. So maybe your English isn't like on par to somebody who is, for example, I was born speaking English. You know what I mean? So, but that's fine. I don't care. Fine with me. That's what I assumed anyway. I was like, he probably doesn't speak perfect English. I mean, I'm like, or spell it, maybe even that more specific. But again, if it's not your predominant or primary language, it's gonna be hard. Do what you gotta do, you know, and if people can't accept you for speaking some broken English, then fuck them, man. That's on them. If they don't want to be worldly and have friends of different nationalities, that's just being limited. You know, I have friends of all different colors and ethnicities. I have in my life, I've had friends of so many different kinds of backgrounds, you know, and I'm still the same even in modern day, you know. How can you not? You know, I just don't see life that way. I don't look at it like I look at it as the bad thing if you just stick to your own kind. That's not being worldly, you know. You want to spread your what do they call it? Expand your horizons by understanding new ethnicities, religions, places, things. You know, want to be a worldly person. So, but yeah, I've never had a problem with people. I mean, it's just some people are like that, though. Well, that's kind of like how, I mean, being a content creator, it's the same thing. You're alone a lot. You know, it can be a lonely life, and I feel ya. But like I said, if you ever see me live, come on in, you know, and chill. If you want. I usually play either third-person shooter games or RPG games sometimes. I like Kingdom Hearts. That's a good game. Action RPGs, they're fun. Or action games in general. God of War was good. My favorite games, though, are probably third-person shooters and action RPGs. And third-person shooters, they're like up there as some of my favorites. I mean, there's not a lot of good ones, though. There's only certain good ones. Third-person shooters, they have to be really good, like Uncharted. It's really good. And if you haven't played Uncharted 4, you should definitely pick that up. It's a good game. Also made by Naughty Dog. I don't know, you may have played it. But I do know what it's like to be alone a lot, you know? I know exactly what that's like. And it's not fun. It's very lonely, obviously. It's a lonely, lonely life. So I feel you, man. Anyway, the final encounter's coming up for Ellie, at least. I mean, for Abby. Where Abby has to
What are we doing, Refine?
fight Ellie.
Just figure out how to get in first.
Wait, what do you mean? Joking with what? I'm not... I mean, I'm serious. Lonely life. For real, lonely. I mean... Like, on a real note, it's really lonely when you don't have a lot of friends and you aren't really seeing anybody, for example, if you don't have, like, a love life. Like, I'm single without a lot of friends you know, at this point in time right now. I mean, I used to have a lot of friends when I was younger, you know. I wasn't always single, but now that I'm single without as many friends, because a lot of friends have either moved or, yeah, a lot of them moved, I'm going to be honest. A lot of them moved out of state. And, now I'm friendless, loveless, and jobless. So I stick to my main job, the content creation for YouTube, but it's just, yeah, it's rough. to be jobless, loveless, and friendless. What was it? It's friendless, loveless, and jobless. When you're missing those three, then all you could rely on is your health. What? Well, I mean, I'm saying, like, that's where it is. That's what happened to me after everything that's happened. Well, I mean, I guess you're missing one thing, homeless. I'm not homeless.
Okay.
But you could be jobless, friendless, loveless, and homeless. Yeah, I know. I mean, the world must be a lonely place. It is a lonely place, though. A lot of people are alone. And that's just the way it is. It's sad but true. Now, the encounter with Ellie that I'm about to go up against, she's dangerous because she could easily one-shot you. Like, very, very easily. I don't know if you... I mean, I'm assuming you played this game before. I don't know if you have. Have you ever played this game, or you never played it? I don't know. I mean, regardless, it's a good game, but yeah, the world is a lonely place. You read eyes, wow. That's pretty cool, to read eyes. You should, I mean, there can be a job in that. Can be a job reading people's eyes. If you could read eyes, you're reading the windows to the soul. You could read a person through their eyes. Which is true, you can. Well, I don't... Boys, girls. If you could do both, then... Shit, you're probably better off. But if you just do girls, then that's fine, too. I could oftentimes pick up a person's personality just by... instinct. Like, I'm very, very sensitive, so... Well, emotion. My emotion picks it up. I'm very in touch with my emotions, so therefore I can pick up whether a person is an aggressive type of person, an easygoing person. And yeah, trust is earned for me. I can only, like, trust has to be given. Like, I can trust, but you need to trust. It doesn't just, you don't just trust a person off the, you know what I mean? Like, you don't just trust a person off the back. Like, oh, I'm just gonna trust them for no reason. It's earned. Trust is something that's earned, just like respect. It's something that you earn. You don't just get it. It's not just like, I'll give you blind trust. You know, I'm gonna blindly trust you. No, trust usually comes from, you know, promises made that are kept over and over again and is proven to never ever rob you or hurt you or wrong you. And in time, trust will be built. And you can then understand as to why you trust them. Now, I'll never trust anybody 100%. That's impossible for me. I can never trust anybody 100%. That's just a rule I have. Never trust any animal or human being, for that matter, 100% because they could do something irrational. You know, all living things are technically, well, they're animals. All living things are animals. Even human beings, as different as we are. I mean, some people don't consider us animals, and that's fine because we're very different than most animals, but still, all living beings or living creatures are never to be trusted 100%. Not because you don't trust them, but because a living creature can make a mistake. You know, we're imperfect beings. It goes without saying that anything that's imperfect can't be trusted 100%. We're not robots. But I can give out my trust in increments, you know? Like, you know, to earn 90% of my trust, which is generally the highest I'll get, or maybe 90-something. I mean, there's a certain ratio. You can never trust something 100%, but you can get close to 100%. Like my father, I could trust him nearly 100%, pretty much. Like 99% could trust him. But there's like obviously there's, you know, different levels of trust. Once we go down here, we are gonna be pistol whipping. Pistol whip that guy. Tommy boy. Tommy, Tommy, Tommy! Speaking of Tommy Boy, that was a good movie. I like Tommy Boy.
I said back up.
Sorry, I got a little bit of a runny nose. Winter
You
time.
can turn around.
Winter time's almost over too. That's the great thing, because once the winter's over,
Get on the ground.
which is almost over, it's almost over. I mean, we're practically in spring. Practically, we're so close to spring. Bye bye, Jesse. Now Ellie, she's the one we have to fight.
This one too.
Don't you do it, Ellie. Get out of here.
Stand up. Now.
It's whoa. Shut the fuck up.
Stop.
Two hotties.
Toss your weapon.
One jacked hottie and one lean
Toss your
hottie.
weapon. I know why you killed Joel. He did
One's a
what he did
Reuter and the other one's a junkie.
because you want. Just let him go.
I mean, she got the tattoos like a junkie, skinny like a junkie, got a backpack on, looks like she's traveling the world over like a junkie.
Like you both
Um,
and you wasted it.
and she just looks like a girl who's on roids. Whoa!
Come on.
Well, firepower. Alright, so she'll start by shooting that 9mm at us. No need to really shoot at her though, because it doesn't gonna do anything,
Watch
so
the exits, don't let her leave.
let's just do this. Make sure she doesn't shoot at you.
Don't you fucking run!
That's what you really want to avoid, her shooting at you, so you'll need to shoot at her a little bit to prevent her from shooting at you, but this encounter doesn't come to shooting, it comes to striking when you least expect it, and this is where I'm going to really have to really concentrate. This is what it comes down to. I'd like to get through all the phases, and it's a 3-phase fight. I want to get out of the way.
Fucking die!
Alright. This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough because we don't have a bottle yet. But
Come out!
oh boy. I think we just have to get behind her and fucking strike her. Which could be a pain in the ass because... Alright, we'll see how we do. Wow, it's that late? Damn. You're like me.
No, you're in here.
Alright, we gotta get her. Bam! Bam! We got her. Good. I'm telling you, that could be tough, or else she'll just shoot at you with her shotgun and kill you. Oh, she will kill you so easily. She can kill you so easily. Yeah, this game is really good. Alright, this is gonna bring us into the second phase. In this phase, we're gonna have to use a bottle, and well, she sets up traps and shit, and she gets even more deadly.
Mother
Okay. 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 Okay, we gotta get away from her. That was too close for comfort. She's setting up fucking traps. She's setting up fucking traps. She's setting up fucking traps.
You're gonna fucking die!
Dead. Dead. Totally dead. Alright, so basically we'll have to go from behind. I tried to get her from the front, but you saw how it didn't work. She pushed it away. So basically, front shots won't work. We have to go for back shots. That's unfortunate, but she set a trap mine up there. I'm pretty sure she did.
Keep doing that. You're not gonna get away.
Okay. Okay. Alright. The front shot didn't work, but we gotta get her from behind. We gotta get her from the back. We gotta get her from the back somehow. Shit, she's ready for me. No, fuck.
Oh, got you. You can't stop this. Found you.
What the hell? That should have worked. That should have fucking worked. Oh, it's gonna come to so much patience. I know what I have to do. You gotta wait until she comes to the room, but it's just such a... Oh. Alright, I'm gonna just have to wait for her. Best way to go about this. Not easy to do.
Come on.
See? I knew she was setting up trap mines. It's all good, brother. Where'd you go? There she is. Damn, we gotta get her, like... I almost had her.
Where'd you go?
Damn it! I'm telling you, getting this bitch is tough stuff. You gotta get it from the back. That's one thing. That could be hard. And she turns around quite often, so...
Abby!
That's what you gotta do. You gotta get her from the back. Once you get her from the back, you can go into the final phase And we can finally end this. Hey, it was only 2 deaths, you know? I always say 3 deaths would be a game over. That's, you know, dying too many times. But we want to kill Ellie, but that's not going to happen. Now she's going to go all out with the shotgun and everything. She could also sneak up behind you and slash your throat in this next phase coming up. Oh, well, I just throw up my live streams, and if anybody wants to check them out, if they see them or come across them. Alright, now is when she could sneak up on you and... Oh, shit. Yeah, this is the tough part. This is toughy. It's not done yet. This is where it gets hard, I think. This could be really tough. The final phase. This is the final phase, and it can be tough. The fucking final phase. Because it really comes down to, like, really trying to get this girl.
Damn it.
Can't make noise either. You gotta be real careful with making noise. And that's not easy to do. Noise. You don't want to make too much noise. Noise. Don't be noisy. No, 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 no. Why did I do that? Oh my god, why did I do that? Why? Why did I attack her? I thought I was just about to get her, and then, like... I don't know if we can get her while she's putting down traps. Nope. We're dead. Are we dead, or are we just fucked? I think we're just fucked. Could have died, though. Making trap bombs, trap mines, whatever. She's setting down traps that will probably kill us at this point. Yeah, she's setting down trap mines. She's been doing that though for a while. It's just that she starts setting a lot more, and she starts using her arrow. We're gonna die, I think. This is the final phase, too. If we could just get her during this final phase. The last part of the encounter. The final part of the encounter. Like I said, this is the last part of the encounter. Should be able to hear me. You can't hear me. That's weird. Hello? I'm here. I don't get it. Nobody can hear me. I don't think that's me. Can't be me. Yo, I'm here. I'm still here. I am right here trying to kill Ellie. Okay. Dead. Dead. At this point now, it's almost like, would it just be easier to let... Damn it, you gotta be so close to her. God damn it. What a fucking pain in the ass she is. I'll tell you, Ellie is I think personally she's the hardest encounter in the game. Like, she really is the hardest encounter in the game. You gotta be really close to her. She sets up trap mines. I mean, she's like insanely powerful. Like, she's very, very good. Then this final phase is really tough. I hate this phase, dude. I really don't like it. This phase is so fucking hard, it's insane. Insanely hard. It's just insane. Like, alright. I guess if you have, like, patience of that of, like, a motherfucker, you'd have to have some real good patience. Like, really good patience for this to work out. And sometimes I could do this without much trouble at all. It's just... You have to be super patient. The patience you have to have is very high. Like, you can't rush this encounter. You're gonna need to be very quiet, really savvy. I mean, it all comes down to how quiet you are, how close you are. Come on, Ellie! You doing? Ellie, come on! Just come on! Move this way so I can hit you. Like, she's just so hard to hit. Finally! Thank you! I don't know how many deaths I got there, but... Again, it all comes down to patience, and once you get the right strike. If you can get that strike, and like, if you hit her and you're too far away, by the time you get there, she's gonna be all weaponed up. She's gonna be all, you know, locked and loaded and ready to fuck you up. She's gonna be equipped. She is. She's heavily armed. So therefore, if you can't get that strike in with the bottle plus the strike, like, you have to get the bottle hit plus the strike within a set period of time. If you aim for the bottle, if you aim for the impact of the bottle from the front, she'll knock it away. If you get the impact and it's successful, she'll knock you away if enough time has passed, if she's not stunned anymore. So you have to get the stun, and you have to get the strike. So it comes down to stunning her, then striking her. Once you can get the stun from the brick or the bottle, then you have to move in within 5 seconds to get in close to beat the shit out of her, or else the strike goes away. So a few things I just learned is that you can't stun her from the front. It's one thing I just found out. Didn't know that. You can't stun her from the front. You also can't strike her if enough time has gone by and she's still not stunned. Meaning that the best way to do this is to stun her from the back, as close as you possibly can, maybe from some cover, as she goes down to put trap mines down. I mean, it's the best time to throw a bottle at her head and then just run in close. But that's where I'm going to be leaving off. I'll probably be leaving off like right around here. But we're going to be picking up as Ellie again. But Ellie gets a pretty cool set piece coming up, I'd have to say. where we get to go to Santa Barbara. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm gonna be probably be. I have to actually go to the store to get smokes. But yeah, that was Abby's. It's kind of like Abby's day 3, more or less. It's the bulk of her day 3, minus the sniper, I guess, right?
It's okay.
There's a sniper that you have to fight, but
We're good.
yeah, we didn't do that. So, and all of this is just boring baby stuff. Nothing crazy that you'll miss out on, other than a hot piece of ass, right? But she's a lesbian, so not much to have there really, except for something to watch as entertainment. I mean, you could definitely watch a lesbian go to town, right? Buttway. Well, I like the buttway. It's buttway, front way, whatever way works for you. If it's the buttway that works, then I guess that's what you stick with, the buttway. But yeah, I have to go to the store, and I'm gonna have to pick up some more smokes, pick up cigarettes. I wish I could quit smoking, but I haven't quit yet. It's a tough thing to quit, smoking. It ain't easy. Certainly not an easy one. I'd say quitting smoking is as hard as getting off dope, on and off dope like 10 times. Probably be easier than quitting smoking. Just go on and off heroin like 10 times. I've been on and off opiates 20 times, and that's probably easier than getting off of cigarettes. Like, no joke. Alright. Until next time, guys. I hope you enjoyed the show. This has been Mike Steele, my STEELEPLAY. And as always, keep it gaming, keep it safe, and keep it strong. And thanks for watching. Appreciate all your support, views, likes, and subscribes. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And yeah, until my next STEELEPLAY, like I always say, keep it gaming, keep it safe, and keep it strong. And thanks, Charlie at the core. I appreciate appreciate that. But yeah, join me next time in my next STEELEPLAY. And if you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate that as well. It'd be awesome. Be safe, my friends, and have a great afternoon. We'll have a great Saturday, right? Good weekend, guys, and good vibes. Alright, until next time, be safe, and be easy, and be strong, and keep it gaming. Alright.